A
little different. I think they can hear us.
Really?
Maybe.
Hello.
Trying something new, man. Trying something new. And what do you know? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition with your boys, Reporting Eligible Live. Week 1 is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. No more waiting, no more preseason. These are where the games count and matter the most, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. And everybody in the chat, thank you for taking your time to rock with us. 9:00 p.m. Well, 9:20, a little bit later. Well, it's all good. It's all good. Phil Wetson, man, thank you so much, man, for reposting the stream. We really do truly appreciate that. But bro talk, man. Listen, we get football tomorrow night, but the real one is on Sunday. But overall, your feeling for this week, man, what's going on?
Oh, man, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Even I have bad days, and I had a bad day today. But getting prepared for the show and just diving into what we're going to talk about, I'm ecstatic. I am looking forward. I've been saying this for weeks now. I am looking forward for the Falcons to make a statement and shut up all the national media and put those Buccaneer fans in their place.
Brother, those Buccaneers or those Yuccaneer fans, man, they are a mouthful indeed, brother. I got to go up against them on the NFC South roundtable, and the folks in the chat, they just go, they just go off the rails. And, I hate to be the one that, criticizes or just questions some of the integrity or their knowledge on the game. But it unfortunately gets here. Listen, I'm not trying to sit here and sound like I have all the answers. I don't know a lot of the facets of the game, but these people, Jesus Christ, some of the most common sense shit is like, huh? What'd you say? But needless to say, man, that's for you guys every Tuesday night on the NFC South Roundtable. I am the Falcons content creator in that space. But going through the chat right quick, man, before we hit the ground running with this week 1 preview. Rod, what is going up? Yes, Rod, man, we apologize, but we're here. Hoping that you are and you come through in the chat. We definitely appreciate you. My brother Shaka Zulu in the house had great conversation with my guy Shaka through text earlier the week, man. I'm glad all is well with you, man. As I go through, RJ ATL for life, the plug himself is in the house. Mama Torres is in the house. Hola, mommy. Miss Lisa Shepard, what is going on? Again, Phil Weston, thank you so much for, sharing the stream to others. Brandon Wiggins, what is going on? Rise up, let's go. Dirty Bird, yes, we are here. Thank God. April Thomas, also known as Ron Thomas. What is happening, brother? Glad you can make it. Matt, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it wouldn't be a show without our resident Jones Bones is in the house, man.
Outside zone, baby.
yes.
Sunday near you.
Yeah, hopefully. But as we all know, man, our week 1 matchup going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and a quick little reflect on what happened last year in 24. Falcons owned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We swept them. The first one coming in week 5 in the walk-off thriller. Thursday night football saw Kadaro Hodge just sprint to the house, baby, for a walk-off touchdown. And then just a short 3-week later, our national tight end day, our very own tight end, Kyle Pitts, came to life on that day, broke out for 2 touchdowns, 90-plus yards. And maybe there's something from that game that we're gonna tie into, man. I think we could get some traction going with this Kyle Pitts situation. We got to push that narrative. I think Kyle Pitts is going to do some damage in week 1, but we're going to highlight the mismatches that we see. Our guy Brendan James is in the house. What up from Rhode Island? Right from our very own backyard. What is going on, brother? Yes, we got a super chat from Carrie. Carrie, thank you so very much for the super chat. We truly do appreciate it. Football is back. See y'all Sunday in the bench. Are you going to the game, Carrie? Let us know. Please. Louis Algier is in the house. What's going on, Unk? Thank you for joining us. Hopefully, nephew makes a lot of noise in this game. We should have some good opportunity. Gary goes on to say, love the glasses, Berto. Also love the matching black backward hats tonight, guys.
What can I say? Just like
we appreciate you.
No, I'm a trendsetter, baby.
Wow, dude, this guy's full of it. We love it. We love it, man. We love it. Matt says we will be there. Section 220. Stand up. Let's up and go. I love it, man. Great views, great times. All that are going to the game on Sunday. Please bring unfiltered energy to that bench. Unfiltered, like your boy here, who was on the Falcons.com. I don't know how I make these things, but I do.
He said, "You already know, Razz, baby." That's what he said.
That's right, baby. That's right, man.
Got all the energy to train.
Oh, man, I had to, brother. I had to. Brandon Wiggins coming in with a super chat. Pitts is in a contract year. We're about to get the best Pitts we've ever seen. Why not us? Brandon Wiggins, not for that super chat. Thank you so much for these uplifting comments. We thank you so much, sir. Thank you, man. But yes, let's get right into it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers come into town Sunday, 1 p.m. from the Benz. And both teams are coming in a little bit banged up. You know, the Falcons have their injuries day-to-day with the Darnell Mooney situation. Jalen Walker working his way back from some hamstring injuries and whatnot. And, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have a bit of a laundry list in terms of injuries. Of course, we all know Tristan Wirfs is not around. Cade Otton may not be available. Chris Godwin is not going to be available. So, you know, it's looking bleak on their side, but nonetheless, you know, it's still the matchup at hand. It's still the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it's still an NFC South rival that always gives us a bit of a hard time when the two teams meet up. But, Bro Talk, before we get into the dicing and breaking down, what do you want to add, brother?
Oh, man.
What are you waiting for? You ready?
I'm ready. We've got something in store for the viewers. I don't think they've seen anyone do it. And I hope everyone enjoys when we get to that segment. But, Berto, lead us off, man. I hear you got some stats for us.
I do. And that's what I love to do best, man, is research and give to the folks, signs of hope and positivity, right? Now, we're facing this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that really didn't make themselves any better on defense. Why do you say? We reflect on their 2025 NFL draft, which was a balance of two, defense and offense. They did take two corners, Benjamin Morrison out of Notre Dame and Jacob Parrish, who is their starting nickel, 5'9" corner, penciled in as their starting
5'9", you say?
No slander to the Short Kings. I digress. But needless to say, overall, that defense didn't get any better. And that's my perspective on it. They do have Hassan Reddick, but this is a Hassan Reddick that it's a very, very big unknown. What does he still have left in the tank? Only 30 years of age, but the action was limited. Only had one sack last year for the Jets, and as they were, they went into that contractual battle all year. But some things to throw at and things that Zach Robinson, Michael Penix, and company can key in on. It's that secondary for Tampa Bay, which ranked 29th in pass defense. And I'm going to read off some numbers due to some insightful information that I've gathered. Their coverage grade is 25th in the league. Their EPA per pass allowed, first. Yards per conversion snap, 26th. Their completion percentage, 25th. And their passer rating was at the bottom of the league and at 32. Now, we have a young quarterback, as we all know. Hence, the Michael Penix era has arrived in Atlanta. So it's interesting to see what Zach Robinson or how Zach Robinson can go about attacking this vulnerable secondary that, again, like I mentioned, did themselves no favors by getting better. Their first-round pick, Emeka Egbuka. No slander on Emeka Egbuka. I think, Bro Talk, you mentioned, we feel like he's going to be a great one. But there were other needs, bigger needs
Yep.
in front of that Tampa Bay defense that should have been addressed. Shamar Stewart was still available, and it was as were Nick Scorington. And as you got towards the back end of that first round, our very own James Pierce Jr. was there for the taking, but they elected to go elsewhere. We have a super chat. We have another one. Carrie, what is going on? Let's get 5 super chat for this giveaway. Let's go. Of course, I'll be at the game. Find me in the club behind the Falcons.
We ain't ballers like you, Carrie.
A little scarol there.
Hey, hanging out with Jack Spade a little much, isn't she?
No, hanging out with Big Low Country. That's what the problem is. Big bang take little bang in full effect. I love it. But Carrie, thank you so much for that super chat. So let's go into some of the plays, shall we? This is a first, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to review clips from last year from both matchups, and we will we'll diagnose and we'll break down per Bro Talks' genius in breaking down film and doing the X's and O's and the arrows. But we're going to chime in. We're going to give you a sense to what Sunday is going to potentially look like and how the Falcons can come out victorious in this one. This first play comes in the second quarter, 14 minutes and 33 seconds. 88 seconds. Where the hell does that come from? 33 seconds. It's a play to Kyle Pitts, and I'll play.
Fires wide open at the.
Now, there's a play there in the seam. Now, what Tampa Bay likes to do is run their cover 2. And for those that know what cover 2 is, the middle linebacker is on an island. And from cover 2, you can run a variety of looks, disguises, you name it. On that particular play right there, Bro Talk, did you see anything different? I did notice the D tackles did fail. So what's your quick take on that coverage alignment there for Tampa?
Reviewing Todd Bowles.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually does Tampa 2 less than he used to. I saw a lot of cover 3, a lot of quarters. It's just a matter of what the responsibilities are. In that particular play, they had the right coverage, in my opinion, based off the route concept we had. It was just Kyle Pitts straight up beating the guy to the spot and turning his head and Kirk seeing the window and hitting, right? We all know what happened with Kirk, but you can't take away the good, what he did last year. And that was one of the better plays. And this was a simulated pressure. Todd Bowles lives and dies by his pressure packages. If it doesn't get there, things like this can happen.
And that's exactly what we're counting on.
So here, I'm going to show you. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Go right into it.
Here we go. So for those of you, I've prepared this. That particular play was a double pressure off the edge with both interior linemen showing pressure to eat up the interior blockers and then bailed into small rat zones. Levante David, who's mugged up on the line, actually bails. That's Todd Bowles loves to do that. Show pressure one way, comes another one. So your nickel right here on the outside, this safety, Jordan Whitehead, both come off the edge. Okay, so it's just a straight up cover 3 look. This is typically where you want to run, right?
Yes.
Because the safety is worried about the 2 receiver set here. Yes, there's 2 receivers here. He's keying in on the route concept. He's going 2-1, 2-1, right? They both go vertical because what ends up happening is this route concept here. It was a double seam with 2 deep comebacks. Okay, so that eats up both corners, right? The safety has to decide, is it going to be Kyle? Is it going to be Ray Ray? And he decides to go Ray Ray's route. Once Kyle Pitts beats this linebacker, I can't remember who their other linebacker was last year.
KJ Britt, because Savarcier Dennis was out.
Gotcha. So once he beats KJ Britt to this spot, right, he's got to get here while Kyle is working up the seam. Once Kyle beats him here, Kirk looks his way and hits him in stride for that huge gain.
Notice another potential exploitment there by this Falcons offense on Tampa Bay's defense. As you mentioned, Levante David bailed, but he goes into the coverage area where Ray McLeod is going. That's another potential little nugget that, if PENIX is savvy enough, which I feel like he can be, and pick up on those things, that's a quick pitch and catch right there as well for more yardage potentially than what Kyle Pitts got on this first play.
Yeah, so good coverage call by Todd Bowles. Great protection by the Falcons offensive front and Bijan, who stayed in to protect, not allowing the pressure to get there and everyone recognizing it. Not the best play call by Zach Robinson, but hey, the players made it work. Kirk to Pitts. It was either going to Pitts or it was going to Ray. He chose Pitts, and we get that electric play. And that's something you can attack, because if they run quarters, that's another area. If they run cover 2, that's another area. We're asking Kyle Pitts to just run across the middle, run seams, do things of that nature, and that's where he's most successful.
Right. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. Oh, going right quick into the soup. We got another super chat here, man. We definitely appreciate everybody this evening giving those up. Uncle Steve's Lounge, man, thank you so much. He says playtime is over. Time to make Baker wish he was back in Cleveland. Ooh, Cleveland. Oh, goddamn. Falcons 31, Tampa Bay 23. Rise up. I love it, Unc. And for those that don't know, Uncle Steve's Lounge, a pillar in this Falcons content community. Please go visit Uncle Steve's Lounge on YouTube and hit him with that subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, please. Knuckles MMA comes through. It says elite ball knowledge coming from this show. Thank you. We appreciate you, buddy. Oh my God, yes. Come on, man. Got to make it back to the space, man. Out of your Falcon mind.
With the special appearance in the chat.
Yeah, man. What is going on, fellas? It's that time. Absolutely, man. We're all geared up and ready, breaking down the potential of this Falcons offense versus that Tampa Bay and what was once known as a vaunted cover 2 defense. So moving on, here's another play. Actually, let's see.
Or fast feet, and Kirk Cousins has a fast mind. And now floating one for Darnell Mooney and a perfect strike.
And the reoccurring theme is the Falcons attacking the hashes, the middle of this Tampa Bay defense. In that play there, we see Kayvon Merriweather, who had to step in at corner, and, Darnell Mooney just did a fantastic job selling the route, pushing the route up the field, and then breaking it in, giving himself enough separation, and Kirk hit him on the dime. But bro talk, and in an area like that, right, we have speculated, or there is that running rumor that Darnell Mooney may not be available on Sunday. Casey Washington obviously steps up. Casey Washington offers the same amount of the speed, maybe a little bit more physicality. Would you see a drop off in production at that wide receiver 2 spot for the moment with Casey Washington?
Maybe just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Darnell brings that veteran knowledge of how defenses and the tendencies that are out on the field with the first team defense. Casey's just got to get in there and get a feel, right? It's all about getting a feel, understanding leverage a little bit more, which he understands, right? It's why he made it to the NFL and from the collegiate level, and just getting the reps on the field will help him significantly to where if Mooney does have to miss, 2-3 games, we shouldn't see a huge drop off. I think that's where you'll really see an uptick in Kyle Pitts targets. Drake London's going to get fed, maybe some Ray more targets. So we know PENIX likes Casey Washington, so we shouldn't see a huge drop off. Now, I am going to show you why that play worked. What was Tampa Bay running?
And that one there,
they were in quarters.
In quarters.
Now, they were going to rotate down and play almost like they were going to square off right here. But what Zach Robinson does, right, because this is really the open of the field, because if Darnell Mooney runs that, corner post, Antoine Winfield is right there. Right. But what ends up happening on this trip side is Drake London motions out. It creates horizontal spacing. Zach Robinson loves horizontal spacing, right? From a bunch set. Okay. That forces this safety from coming down to climbing back up, and it gets Antoine to peek in to see if there's any type of crosser. Like, is Pitts coming across? Is Ray coming across? So he can poach. Right? From this position, he would come down and get any type of crosser. What that does for Darnell because he sells the outside route, the corner route ever so well, you know, the corner here, Merriweather has outside leverage. He's in the right position.
He's in the right position, yep.
But he sells the corner, turns his hips. Mooney comes back to the post. Winfield's not even looking. It's free eats on the backside. Now, when you run the play from the eagle eye view, Kyle Pitts is also open.
Yeah,
because
underneath.
Ray McLeod actually holds the corner down lower. This deep comeback feeds in between the safety and the linebacker. So it kind of holds them to where there would have been enough space on the sideline if Kirk decided to go that way. PENIX would have the arm strength to rifle it in, give a bit of a hole shot. But, you know, Kirk made the right read in this type of defense. Now, another thing I want to point out is the protection, right? We talked about the blitz that Todd Bowles likes to throw. He's big on stunts as well. Okay. This is Calais Jacansi or Yaya Diaby, one of the two. Vita Vea shoots inside.
Yep.
And I think this is actually Yaya Diaby. He didn't.
No, Yaya, I think, is in more. He's what's that, to the left of him. I think that could be Tyron. I can't even pronounce that guy's name. Shinka, whatever it is.
Okay. Well, the edge right here loops in to take the attention of Jake Matthews and Matthew Bergeron, right? Everyone's shooting left except this left edge rusher. And this interior lineman is looping all the way around. Okay. So it's crucial that the offensive line is communicating and keeping their eyes up, because those stunts, if they're not able to pick them up, yes, Michael Penix is more athletic. He could maybe escape it or get the ball out quicker. But this is Todd Bowles' bread and butter. Stunts and bring in an extra guy. And if those guys can't get there, it's free eats on the back end.
Absolutely. Let me dip back into the chat before we continue, man. We appreciate everybody coming through. Carrie goes on to say, with another $4.99, Carrie, thank you so much, man. We really do appreciate it. She's like, is there really a giveaway? Hopefully there is, but if not, I'm still supporting this awesome show. So it's a win either way. There is absolutely going to be a giveaway. Look for that during the Falcons bye week 5. Definitely will be announcing the winner there, and it will be a jersey of that winner's choosing. Of course, whichever jersey is available, James Pierce Jr., Jalen Walker, Michael Penix Jr., you name it, whatever's available to that person that wins, please, the pickings will be there for them. And our guy, Big Low Country, thank you so very much for a $4.99 bid. We appreciate it so much. What in the world, Bo? If you don't know, man, Big Low Country, another staple in this Falcons community. Please go to Big Low Country Sports on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. It says trying to support the cause. And what? What's that mean? Talk. What in the world, bro? Talk. Can I get a Superman chat? He's putting you on the spot.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
So, okay. Big Low has, vocal cords of an angel.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's
okay.
Tribal chief, first and foremost. And he has this thing when anybody donates on his platform, he goes, that's a Superman chat. And he's asking you to please replicate that to the best of your ability.
Wait, like a high pitched?
Yeah, I mean, hey, now if high pitch, we're gonna have to probably measure that, and you may be in the wrong business here. But go ahead.
So it's a Superman
chat. Yes.
Okay, Superman chat.
Yes.
Now you really are putting me in the spot. I'm trying to think of what voice. Should I do Goofy or should I do Mickey Mouse? I'm in that era with my kids.
Be you. Be original. Just be you. It wouldn't be that hard.
Okay, shut up, man.
I know.
That's a Superman chat.
Wow, you are going to get flamed for that one. Hey, man.
Giving the people what they want, okay?
That's right. That's a guy, a man for the people. And then this one, Tom Brady, 12. Hello, sir. How are you? Welcome. We appreciate it. First and foremost, we appreciate it. The kind young man here that is, the thorn on my side on the NFC South round table. But all jokes aside, hey, Tom Brady, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Tuesday on round table, man. That one Falcon fan says, Berto was good, man. Saw you in that Falcons video. Rise up. Rise up indeed. Oh, ATLGA Faithful, what is going on, man? Another content creator in here. Atlanta GA Faithful, please go visit him on YouTube and hit him with that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. She says, I'm a size medium in Michael PENIX throwback. Just saying. Just kidding. That's awesome. Good luck, everyone. Hey, you never know. You never know, Carrie. This is great, man. All right. Definitely. Thank you again, everybody that is that's in the chat this evening, man. That's a Superman chat. Wow. What's going on here, man? Folks are really behind you on that one, man.
Man, just got to give the people what they want.
You know it. You know it. All right, so we just broke down that Darnell Mooney touchdown in a potential way that we can affect that Tampa Bay Buccaneers secondary. There is another one here.
Or fast feet.
We just did that one.
Trying to get to the 33. Cousins floats it. Pitts is wide open. Flag is thrown. Pitts is in for the touchdown.
Now, that particular play there, Kyle Pitts becomes free. But, again, driving the point, it's the weak area for Tampa Bay is the middle of that defense. Kyle Pitts, as we all know, had an incredible day that day. 2 touchdowns on National Tight End Day. So furthermore, the route concepts, what'd you see there? You know, take us through what you saw in that alignment there. I'll play it one more time for those that may have missed it. But
trying to get to the 33. Cousins floats it. Pitts is wide open. Flag is thrown. Pitts is in for the touchdown.
So I didn't break this one down a whole lot because the more I watched it, it looked like busted coverage.
Yeah, okay.
Because there was no safety there. Originally, it looked like quarters with route matching concepts. That's why the nickel is on Kyle Pitts, and Kyle Pitts has to fight through that hold. Okay. When they motion, I think it was either Drake. I think it was Drake. They motioned across, or was Mooney. That took one of the corners out, and they got confused, which is good for us.
That's
right?
what you want. Right?
That's all you want. You want to bring confusion because both safeties were too high, but they were both looking to the right. And it wasn't like we were in a 3-by-1 set, trips on one side, 3 receivers on one side, and 1 on the other. So someone miscommunicated on what was going on, because if it was a cover 6 or a cover 4, the corner on Ray's side would have bailed to the deep third and let Ray go down in a shallow cross. But he matched him. It almost felt like he had what's called a Meg call, man everywhere he goes. So he was following him. So once Kyle Pitts was able to beat his man, swim over him, quite literally.
Yeah, they literally did. Yeah.
And Kirk worked through his progressions. He was his third man that he looked at because Drake was bracketed. So was Darnell. Drake actually fell on that play, and he saw Kyle running open. It was a dime. Okay. So
Richie, what's happening?
It was a little bit of blown coverage. That's why I didn't really dive into that one too deep. But regardless of the fact, the motion confused the defense, and a good thing happened for us.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, we don't entirely, want to just hark on Tampa Bay. We could, but we do have to shine light on some of our deficiencies. And currently, right now, the offensive line with right tackle Caleb McGarry, as we all know, out for the year. Elijah Wilkinson steps in. And one thing that we noticed that Todd Bowles likes to do is the stunts, as Bro Talk mentioned so much. But they also like to utilize Vita Vea, Kalaje Kancey as edges in certain fronts out. I'm going to show you a play here where we could potentially see on Sunday. But, some things are in the air right now. Vita Vea's status for the game, we're uncertain of. Right now, he's dealing with some, lower leg injury per se. Something like that. But this is one play in particular. Just keep in mind where Vita Vea is lined up in this set.
Free again is McLeod. Robinson resets in the backfield. 3rd and 5 under pressure for the first time, and down he goes.
Confusion there.
Well, that was more Caleb didn't get the slide protection call.
Yep.
And it was the correct thing, and because of the alignment of where Vita Vea was, that forced a one-on-one with him and Bijan. And sorry, Bijan, we know how good you are, but you're not taking on a one-on-one.
Not 1v1.
Nobody is, right?
Nobody is, bro. That's a freight train, man. But the concept is, right, that could be a real problem on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Todd Bowles being, just a great defensive mind, he's probably going to key in on that situation. But what does Atlanta do? How does Atlanta pivot to give Elijah Wilkinson all the resources he's going to need? Could we see a swing tackle? Could we see an extra offensive lineman active for the game? Are we going to rely on Charlie Do-It-All to just be that extra tight end in line to help Elijah Wilkinson? Where do you think that Atlanta goes to kind of mitigate that situation there?
I think it's going to be heavy 12 personnel. Going to have Charlie mainly on that side, chipping. Yep. And when it's not there, Bijan is going to come off the edge and force whoever the edge rusher is and shoulder check him, right? We saw what Bijan could do to a smaller edge rusher like Nolan Smith last year. Hassan Reddick isn't the biggest guy, so don't be surprised if he's put on his rear end a few times by Bijan or Charlie Warner. So it's all about forcing the guy on the edge back inside to where Elijah has help from the guard, our all-pro guard or the center, whatever the case may be. My biggest thing with Elijah is Chris making sure that his communication is there. And if there is a loop stunner, that Elijah lets go and is ready to pick up the looper that's coming around. So I think they're going to do, this is what good teams do, right? I think they should do this, and I think they will do this, but a matter of actually doing it, that's another thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, if Zach Robinson knows there is a weak point, I always point to the Commanders. They have a weaker offensive line. So what did they do? They were heavy 12 personnel to allow both tight ends to chip both edges to give Jaden Daniels the amount of time he needed to read through his progressions. And the tight ends were utilized essentially as check down guys. And it was effective. It doesn't matter if it was 4 or 5 yards. You were still marching down the field.
Love it. Nando Barrington, what's going on? What's good, NIL, Berto, and Pro Talk? What's happening, brother, man? Oh, man, Jones Bones here. Bijan is good in pass pro, but I hope they find a way to reduce how often he does it. Yeah, and get him out on routes. Could be the best check down in the league, bro. I've been screaming for that area, of elevation, so to say, from Bijan Robinson as a check down guy. I've always said this. He could be this version of James White as he was to the New England Patriots, and Tom Brady that's in the chat. That might get you sparking, and maybe I could get in your good graces for that one. But James White was probably one of the best check down running backs throughout the league. Darren Sproles comes to mind. Obviously, LaDainian Tomlinson, guys like that with that skill in space. Bijan definitely has all the skill set to be that and can also do it. But yeah. What do you say? What do you feel like from Jones' comments here?
So I think Zach saw the potential, and I think we're gonna see more of that pony personnel, that 21 personnel with Bijan and Tyler on the field at the same time, and maybe utilize Tyler as that pass protector. Maybe run some orbit motions with Bijan, get him out in space, because if you see Bijan in space, that's a scary sight. No matter who you are, a back like Bijan running a wheel route, right, through some mesh traffic or whatever the case may be. If he gets open and Michael's able to see him and hit him in stride, I mean, we've been asking for Texas routes. That could also be a thing coming out of the backfield with both of them in the backfield. And then they can switch it up. Maybe Tyler goes out on a route. So it keeps the defense on the heels, right? So it's not like, it's always going to be Tyler. If they're both on the field, Tyler's the one protecting. No, you got to keep them on their heels so that way they don't know where to send pressure.
So speaking of keeping on the heels, I was in a world where I saw Tyler Algier as the lead back and Bijan in the slot. Please bring that to life. Dude. And that was in training camp. Those were little wrinkles that Zach was introducing. Now, whether they will, go onto game day, it's to be seen, but I'm a big fan of it. Atlanta Falcon Mind says, man, we can't come back and compete with this professional ass production. Man, you guys could do that very well too, man. No, don't slight yourself, brother. You guys got it, man. Mick City, what is going on? The man says, good news is Kyle Pitts has been sort of kryptonite to this Bucs defense historically. Yeah, so he can be a star for this game. Dex, what's going on? What's good, gents? The world infamous Berto. I saw you out there, fam. I appreciate it, man. So jumping back onto the film coverage here that we've been breaking down thus far. Excellent breakdowns here by Bro Talk. This one we're gonna highlight, where I'm gonna highlight a new get, right? Billy Bowman, our nickelback starter for this Falcons defense. The Bucs had ran some concepts in the middle of this Falcons defense that primarily attacked the nickelback. Now, obviously, last year, D. Alford, Clark Phillips, Kevin King. Jesus, we've had a revolving door at that nickelback spot last year, but now it's firmly entrenched with Billy Bowman, the starter. And I'll take you to the play here.
Out in front as he goes to the tight end. Yeah, Otten had the game-winning touchdown in the game here between the Bucs and the Falcons last year. Mayfield fires, that's caught inside the 5-yard.
Now, that's Chris Godwin on that play. Chris Godwin, we don't know what his status is going to be. Obviously, they're thin at wide receiver, but still, the route concept does attack the nickelback spot. How much pressure do you think that is for a guy like Billy Bowman? And can Josh Grizzard execute that or recognize that on the Falcons defense? Now, Josh Grizzard, first-year offensive coordinator, of course, but can Billy Bowman stand up to the test in week 1 versus this passing attack of Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, any good coordinator will see that the Falcons will have 2 rookies in cover in the secondary to start the year. And so you want to test them early, see what you can get and see what you can manipulate with your concepts and their tendencies. Luckily, both of those guys have really good instincts and trust what they see. And having Jeff Ulbrich as the defensive coordinator that's telling everyone, yes, we have concepts. Yes, we have coverage. Yes, we have these things. But if you see something and, you want to go get it, go get it. And that's what we weren't doing last year. I'm going to show you what the Bucs ran. And then I'll show you our coverage.
Let's fucking go.
So this is all the Bucs ran.
Simple.
Nothing crazy, right?
Yep.
A little go, Mike Evans, get outside leverage, a skinny post by Sterling Shepard, and then a dig route. Okay? Attack the middle of the field. Now, something that Liam Cohen, and we'll see if Josh Grizzard does the same thing, copy from Mike McDaniel, is the tight end coming out as the lead blocker and Bucky Irving on a swing route. So if nothing's there, the quarterback has a way to check down. There's a lead blocker. Potentially good things can happen. It's the Devon Achane special in Miami.
That's what it is in Miami. Yep.
Yeah. And so they're starting to utilize that. Everyone in the league is starting to pick up on that. So we could see Jacksonville do that heavily. We'll see if the Buccaneers do that as well. Now, this was the Falcons coverage. The first thing I want you to see is okay. So let me give you the concept. It's 1st and 10. Okay. So the Falcons come out in a penny front. Okay. Remember, guys, penny front is 5 on the line with 1 linebacker, Caden Ellis being our 1 linebacker, Matthew Judon, Zoe Carter, dark times last year for the Falcons. What ends up happening, right? If it's a run play, everybody plays their gaps. Okay. But because it is a pass and on the 3 receiver side, or actually 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, Judon's assignment is to drop into coverage. Okay. So then we're only rushing 4. Not only are we just rushing 4, they're just linear. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom. No stunts.
No stunts at all. Just
no
beat your man.
Whatsoever. Yeah.
Try to
go beat your man. And, that's not how you generate pressure. So one thing I'm looking forward to is the stunt packages that Jeff Ulbrich is going to be instilling. And then on top of, sending that when it actually looks like blitz, actually sending blitz,
Exactly.
That'll be exciting. So the Falcons just run a hot quarters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. AJ, if Mike goes deep, he's got him. If he goes underneath, he's going to let him go. So Mike goes deep, he's got him. D actually is right here, D Alford. Okay. He does a really good job because he looks inside the Mike. Is Mike coming? No, Mike's going vertical. So I'm going to get into space and then look for work. Okay. I'm looking to see what the opposite side's doing. So he actually makes the tackle on this dig because he sees Chris Godwin coming and wants to try and poach. Godwin catches the ball. He makes the tackle. D actually gets hurt on this play. And that's where we saw Antonio Hamilton come into the game and get cooked
by
Mike Evans. So Baker recognizes the two safeties staying high, so he understands, okay, I should have Chris Godwin in the middle. As soon as Godwin passes the window that Caden Ellis is in, that's where Baker hits him, and he hits him in stride. Had D, as much as we like to give him crap and, rough year
Of
he had this
course,
year,
of course.
if D doesn't see the inside, okay, if he doesn't see Chris Godwin coming and he stays in his little area, Chris Godwin's walking in for a touchdown. Now, they did score on this drive. So, but my point is, that's what you're looking for from Billy Bowman. That's what you're looking for from Xavier Watts. And on top of Jimmy Lakes, James Pond, whatever you want to call him, the little, whatever.
Yeah.
His scheme was to hit the top of your zone and make sure everything stays in front of you. Okay? What does that mean? Jesse is here. The dig is here. If Jesse sees the dig, Jesse naturally wants to go attack.
Yep.
Coach. But because of his responsibility, he didn't. He second-guessed it. Same thing with Justin Simmons. So I think Ulbrich will allow him, as far as like route matching, route coverages, this could be a Jesse Bates interception going the other way.
Yeah, yep. We seen him in a similar concept. Was it last year or 2 years ago? In this very same area where he pick six the New Orleans Saints. They tried to go into that window. He was able to break, let him read, and to the house it went. That could have been on this play, but just good recognition by D. Alford, as you mentioned, who made the tackle on that play too.
And at the same time, okay, if it's not Jesse's responsibility, let's say they have what it's common call is now called a tricks call, okay? That's telling the backside safety from this trips alignment, right? You have number 1, number 2, number 3. He's looking for number 3 to cross, or if number 3 doesn't cross, he's looking for any crossers. Justin hesitates, and I don't know if it's because he didn't trust the scheme or didn't trust his eyes, but that's another person that could have jumped in front. He sees that dig, Chris Godwin hard break on that dig route. When you see a receiver break on his route as hard as Chris Godwin did on that play, there's no reason why he couldn't have jumped or at least batted the ball away, right? That contested, that contested catch. So a lot of nuances that I'm looking for Jeff Ulbrich to bring to all the players that just naturally have good instincts to just go out and make a play football, right? Quit thinking, right? If you've ever heard the great Tony Dungy, right? Before John Gruden took over the team and won the Super Bowl, that was Tony Dungy's baby, okay? He saw that the players were thinking too much. Defensive players don't need to think. They need to be able to just react, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you need to see you need to see certain things. So I hope and think that Jeff Ulbrich is doing that. So if you see this, then look for that, and then if not, go find something. Right? It's a quick boom, 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 right? Because offensive coordinators can only do so much. And if pressure's getting there, well, that limits the offense even more. It hurries up the decision making, right? A la Dak Prescott when he got six sacks
against him,
by Adrian Claiborne. The quarterback naturally says, okay, I don't have as much time. I've got to speed up my progressions. And that's where good things comes from us.
Absolutely. You spoke candidly about coordinating, Ulbrich, attack. What is to be expected from this attack style front from Jeff Ulbrich now? We got a glimpse of it this preseason, not everything, but that Lions game was a true indicator of how active this Falcons defense is going to be in 25. Hence, the very first play from scrimmage, James Pierce Jr., pressure, led to a sack by Brandon Dorless, fumble recovery there by Josh Woods. That's a lot of what we can expect. And like you mentioned, those stunts will actually amount to stunts. And hopefully with the guys getting there, it's not going to be a fluke and have guys drop back. No, we're coming after your ass. And you know what? Man, we're living in some great goddamn times if that's the case. Because man, we just haven't seen it. Right. We just have not seen it. And I'm glad that we have James Pierce Jr. on our side. 7 quarterback pressures in 2 preseason games. How do you see Jeff Ulbrich really utilizing him, or is there a certain package that you expect to see James Pierce Jr. in solely in just for now, just as he gets his feet wet, so to say, in the NFL world.
Yeah, I mean, you could see him get his feet wet on those 3rd and longs, right? Let him get off the ball and use his speed, right? There's not a lot of, everyone talked about, there's not a lot of flash. There's not a lot of bend in his game, but what there is get off. And that if the get off is there and an offensive tackle can't fully set and in his pass protection, good things happen. And that's why he's so effective, because it's not just him turning the corner. No, it's him beating his guy and then hitting that straight line to the quarterback. And without Tristan Wirfs, you put him up on that backup that's not expecting a young guy like James Pierce to really shoot off the ball. NASCAR package him, right? Jalen Walker with Brandon Dorless, Leonard Floyd, and then James Pierce Jr. Dude, like, good things can happen on 3rd and long.
Dude, absolutely, man. Just got to go back right here in the chat right quick, man. Some more folks came in. Hey, it's lit, man. One time for the fan. Yes, sir. Jack Spade and Company, they just finished a fantastic live there with Myles Garrett, Fox News, man. Appreciate you guys and all the hard work that you guys put in. One time for the fan, man. Make sure you visit them on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Big Low Country comes back to say, I remember that play against the Saints. They ran that weak double slant. The Aints. They ran that weak double slant that they always ran in the red zone. That was good, man. TJ, man, we're just happy you're here, brother. We are happy that you're here and you're supporting. We definitely appreciate that, man. He says, love the hell's going on with StreamYard today? Love that y'all are showing clips, man. We're trying to just stick out a little bit more than everybody else. We're just trying to carve our own way in the game. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Shepard goes on to say, this is some great contact, y'all. Thank you so much, Miss Lisa. My brother, A1 Forever, Chris Tipmore is in the house. Make sure you go and follow Chris Tipmore and his co-host, Antoine Smitty Smith. They both collab and they both bring you that nonstop content. So make sure you subscribe to both of those gentlemen's platform. Appreciate that very much. And for my ATL movies, what is going on, Nick? What's happening? 330, what's going on? Jones Bones, turnover margin in the red zone on offense and defense going to be big for this season's success. And if you guys remember, I spoke about that about 3 weeks ago, and that's the biggest hurdle for Jeff Ulbrich in year one. How can you get us back down to the island of relevancy, if you want to call it, back in a respectable category? 2 years ago under Ryan, we were top 5 in both of those, in both categories, third down defense, red zone defense, and it just went off the cliff with Jimmy Pond there. So that's a big hurdle for Jeff Ulbrich and company. And Jeff Ulbrich with his his aggressive attack style, his attack mentality. He has a hybrid for the scheme that screams versatility in a 4-2-5 look. He relies on strong pass rush to create turnovers. And, we got some of that in this preseason, and it came from, again, James Pierce Jr., which resulted to a Natron Brooks interception. I'm just hoping and banging on the table that we do that more often than not in this 2025 or against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. But, Bro Talk, any more clips that you would like to break down and show, man? Currently 785 viewers. We graciously thank you so very much. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button, and please, 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 please hit that subscribe button. If you're watching from Dirty Birds Central or this platform, 95 North Falcons Talk Show, we would greatly appreciate a like and a subscription from you guys. But Bro Talk, please.
Give me that Rachaad White big run. I want to talk about what our defense needs to do. And
that one did not load, sadly. That one did not. Okay. That one came through MOV. But if you want to talk about it,
we'll talk about it. I'm going to show the end zone view and the nuances that Liam Cohen brought to the running game. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. This is what we could possibly do, right? This is 21 personnel, pony personnel from them. Bucky Irving lined up in the slot, motions in, right? It brings in Clark Phillips. Okay. Mm-hmm. They run a counter with Rachaad White and a wham block
with Bucky
with Bucky, right? One of the smaller guys on Zoe Carter. Okay. This this was a bad timing stunt by James Lake because Grady and James Smith-Williams, who many of you forgot was on this team last year,
Sure.
run a gap stunt. So Grady actually goes into the A gap. James Smith runs into the B gap. And it works in their favor because Cade Otton's able to push James Smith-Williams into the right tackle. Who's the right tackle, number 77?
Luke Goedeke.
Yeah. So he was able to, it's essentially just down blocks, right? Center's down, guards down, tackles down, tight ends down, helps out, and then climbs. Okay. The guard and Wirfs, that is Wirfs, right? He is 78.
Yep.
Okay.
He's on Joe Carter.
Right. Take a step here. Oh, who's number 22 on the Falcons? That's
Hamilton.
No, that's Mr. Clark Phillips.
Number 22? I thought I was Hamilton Sr. My bad.
No. Mr. Clark Phillips had to take on an NFL-sized guard.
5'9" slander coming heavy.
Gets kicked out. Tristan Wirfs is looping around, and what ends up happening is J.D. Bertrand steps in. Hold on, where's my arrow? Hold on. J.D. Bertrand steps up, okay, and Tristan Wirfs actually gets him, kicks him out, right? Steps up, Wirfs kicks him out. Caden's flowing with him. Mm-hmm. And because Cade Otton and this stunt right here eliminates James Smith-Williams, Cade Otton pushes and climbs and gets Caden Ellis.
Yep. At that spot. He climbs the ladder.
Yep. And so what ends up happening? Rashad White literally just takes his steps and up the field. Bucky, the purpose of Bucky's wham block is to make sure that this edge defender doesn't come screaming across the line and make a tackle for loss behind the line of scrimmage. So the nuance is there because then they could run this counter as a fake and then hand it off to Bucky, and then this edge defender is looking inside. So there's so many nuances that Liam Cohen ran. This is something that could pose a threat to an attacking style front. Okay, because you're looking to get up the field, up the field. Yep. And with down blocks, you're just getting washed away. Now, if you get up the field quick enough, like Onyemata, if he gets up the field enough, well, you just impeded the guard's block. He's got to make a wider turn. Now, naturally, the tackle has to make a wider turn. Now, the running back has to take a little longer and watch if the play develops or not, right? So then your linebackers are able to plug the holes a lot quicker, and then it's a no gain. So there is nuances, right? You got to get up the field quick. But if you get up the field too quick and don't read the play, well, that offensive lineman, you just made their job really easy, and it's just going to wash away. Literally grab it. Where's a piece of paper?
Right?
I'm gonna demonstrate. Look,
screenshot it and send it to.
Hold on, we're gonna do a one-act play. Ready? Hey, Dwayne, got this awesome run play. I want you to take a look at it.
That's it. It's all it takes, man. It's all it takes. A copycat league, man.
A counter? We don't do that in Atlanta.
We don't do that here.
I wish, right? I wish.
Man. That's crazy,
and Raheem saying that we're going to primarily be an outside zone team. I mean,
that's our bread and butter.
But as long as we get some inside zone, and maybe he said that just to throw people off. That's what I hope.
I saw it in training camp. The 2 days that I was there, the inside zone. So I don't know, man. It's Zach Robinson's year 2 as offensive coordinator, and we're hoping that he brings brand new wrinkles into this offense. And we got a quick question here. Is Dr. Watt season? What's going on, man? Even though he's off the injury report, do you think White will still be effective? Highly doubt he's 100%, despite him being healthy. Healthy is one thing. He'd probably be on a pitch count. Who knows? Because he's coming off a groin injury. Very easy to re-aggravate.
Bucky's RB1. So
yeah.
I'm not worried about Rashad White unless the hole is gaping wide. It ain't he's not seeing the field.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Where's another one here? CJ Hill. Yep, Liam Cohen was masterful play caller. His loss will be felt, which absolutely.
Apparently, Buccaneer fans are like, nah, we're good without him.
Bro, this is what I don't understand. Okay, Josh Grisard, what tree does he come from? Do you want to say that Liam Cohen is starting his very own? Yeah, that's fair enough to say. But The only responsibility that Josh Grizzard had last year, and folks, I welcome you to check this. He was Liam Cohen's right-hand man for the third down packages. That is it. Hence the reason why Tampa Bay was a great team on third down offense last year was because of Josh Grizzard. But other than that, he had no other implementations on offense. That was just his design package. How is he going to manage a full 4 quarters of a game where you have to pick, you have to be masterful, in CJ's words? I don't think that he can do that. Not right off the rip, man. I just don't see it. And I don't understand why Buccaneer fans already put this man on a pedestal like he's the next guy.
Was Liam Cohen's first year as an OC in the NFL?
In the NFL.
He was the OC at Kentucky
the
year prior.
The year prior.
So he's been a play caller and understands what the nuances are on how to script a game, what certain situations. Now, Dave Canales, yes. He was a first-time play caller and was successful enough and was able to get a head coaching job in Carolina, right?
Oh,
now,
right on time.
Josh Grizzard. It's hard for someone to do the same thing. When have you seen first-time play callers regularly be effective? Where?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's very rare. It takes years and years, right? That's why they start adding things to their plate, right? That's why Dwayne Ledford's the run game coordinator. That's why TJ Yates is the pass game coordinator. It's for them to start building up their knowledge and the know-how of how to be an offensive play caller. And you're right. Liam Cohen was the reason Will Levis was drafted in the second round and potentially was a first rounder.
Right. Yeah. And Liam Cohen comes from the great state of Rhode Island. LaSalle University's own there. Comes from my backyard, man. Liam Cohen did. Just had to throw that there, man. Hey, listen, Rhode Island's on the map. We trotted out some good.
Yeah, like this big. Yeah. You ever seen that meme?
Right. That's terrible, man. Oh, man. Big Low said, go ahead. Yep. Gotcha. Felt odd for Cohen and Canales to get jobs after just 1 year stint with a wild card team.
So Canales was
just ready, man.
Canales was a bit surprising, but Canales was an understudy of Pete Carroll.
Yep.
He was in Seattle
West
for
Coast.
a long time. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So he learned from him. And then Liam Cohen was in LA with the Rams with Sean McVay, then went to Kentucky, and then came back to the NFL. So those guys had years of solid, valuable experience. Josh Grizzard, his experience is 4 years pass game coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
Why it took him 4 years to be an OC, that to me tells me maybe he is going to be eventually a good OC.
Yep.
But to put him on this pedestal when people are like, oh, yeah, the Bucs are going to be in contention for the 1, the 2 seed. Brother, they got to get through the NFC South first. Yes, this division isn't as strong as it once was, but come on, man. Like, we're really crowning these guys the champs. New OC, hurt to start the year. Will a real Baker Mayfield please stand up?
Exactly.
On Monday.
God damn it.
Right?
We've seen it. One of the most
overhyped quarterbacks in the NFL. One of the most overhyped quarterbacks in the NFL because he's got swagger.
Yeah.
Right? Why did Cleveland not want him? Why did Carolina not want him? Why
exactly.
did LA not want him?
Yeah.
Answer that.
Ahead. Oh, you're going to piss Bro Talk off. He's going to go on one of his rants, and I'm here for it. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it, man. My guy Brendan James comes back to say, we ain't got to drive far in Rhode Island. You damn right, bro. We just
you know what? That's true.
That's all
you drive 30 minutes and you're already in Vermont. So I get it.
Man. It's crazy. My guy Falstaff Falcons in the house. What's going on, man? Glad to see you in here. Here goes Big Low. He came from Rhode Island. That's why he say Duval like that. It's the accent. Yeah. I get it. I get it, man. But, man, we're coming up on the hour mark. We got 2 quick little segments we want to throw at you. One of them, we're going to need you guys' help in the chat, which is score predictions and X factors going into Sunday's matchup. But before we do that, we certainly hope, and we can tell that by the chat, you guys enjoyed the breakdowns, the clips. We're going to continue trotting those out on a weekly basis every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. right here on the 95 North Falcons Talk Show and Dirty Bird Central on YouTube. So make sure, please, that you have your notifications on. You're subscribed. and you come and join us, man, because we hope to deliver some knowledge and some insight to the game like no one's delivering. This was our very first one. There's 930 you in this current space. We certainly appreciate you all. We definitely thank you for taking the time to listen to us, to rock with us. And hold on, Christ follower, yo te bendiga. Go Bucks, baby. I guess I'll let it slide because you have Christ follower. Not my co-host. Sorry. No, but hey, listen, great luck to you, man. But again, let's do it, man. X Factor for Sunday's matchup versus Tampa Bay. Bro Talk, what do you got first, buddy?
My X Factor is Jeff Ulbrich. Ulbrich.
Beautiful.
We brought you back to Atlanta. The fan base asked what we were doing. They're doubting you. After an offseason of drama, they brought you in 4 young studs. Let's see you use them. Let's see you get after the real Baker Mayfield and watch him make mistakes and throw picks to our defensive backs, man. It'd be nice to see Xavier Watts open up week 1 with an interception. So,
that would be so
Jeff
sweet.
Ulbrich, I'm looking at you. Just like I was looking at Zach Robinson early last year, I'm looking at you. You are my X Factor.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love it, man. My X Factor going into this one, Michael Penix, man. What can the young man do in his we can't call it his first career start because we already was privileged to that in a win over the New York Giants. But, this being a brand new calendar year, now you are the lead dog. You are the leader of the team. How can you show us your worth as the 8th overall pick? Of course, with Michael Penix, we have to temper expectations. This is still a quote-unquote rookie in the NFL because 3 stars really doesn't consider you a vet going into a year 2. So this is really your first full year as the starter. How can you put all that practice and patience now on the field and show the connection that you built over the offseason with your wide receiver crew? More importantly, with Kyle Pitts, can you revive his career in Atlanta? Because for some of us, man, he's dead in the water. So my X Factor going into Sunday's game is Michael Penix Jr., and I pray to God that he does a little something. Oh, man, this is a different one right here. Got to highlight this one. X Factor, Divine Diablo, CJ Hill.
I like that one.
On the defensive side, I love it. I love it, man. Absolutely. Jones Bones goes on. Penix versus pressure feels like the main X Factor. Make Tampa Bay regret blitzing. Hello. There we go. To steal a line from the great big low there. Hello. Oh, I love it. Score prediction, my friend.
Me, I've got your Atlanta Falcons coming out and making a statement, winning 27-23.
Oh, all right. And as we all know, these games are always closely contested. So I'm going to go a little bit different and go 24-17. I think the defense does step up. I think that Jeff Ulbrich does enough to confuse first-year coordinator Josh Grizzard and all his brilliance by the Buccaneers fans as they put him on that pedestal already. And I think, like you mentioned, the real Baker Mayfield will start emerging right before our very eyes. So give me that score, 24-17. I forgot the goddamn score already. I'm so hyped. John Brooks, very aggressive, 48-24. Let's go, my guy. I love it, man.
Be
CJ
like that
Hill,
one Thursday night
27-21.
game where what's his name? Devin Hester broke his record.
Oh, yeah, that was
You
sweet.
remember that one? 48-17.
Yeah. That thing was over in the first quarter, man. But again, man, this has been amazing. This has been a great show. We certainly hope that we put on for you guys in the chat. And everybody that donated, we sincerely appreciate it with all our heart. Thank you so very much. Yes, there will be a free jersey giveaway right at the Falcons bye week. We'll pick the contestant or the winner, and we'll announce it, and we'll go from there. We'll let you guys pick from the jersey of your choosing. 970 to close this show. We thank you so very much. But before we give any more thanks, Bro Talk, please let them know where they can find you, sir.
You already know, long-form content, that all 22 breakdown is coming after week 1. It's back. Maybe a little bit of previews, but the short-form content, TikTok, at Dirty Bird Central. YouTube, if you like short form content on YouTube, at Dirty Bird Central, as well as long form content. And on Twitter, I'm dragging those toes on the sideline. It's still at BK2.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Quick question here by my guy, John Brooks. Berto, are you streaming the game Sunday? Yes. That's going to be the first one. It's going to be awesome. But yes. And of course, man, I'm your boy Berto, your host of the 95 North Falcons Talk Show. And the other half of Reporting Eligible coming to you live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. sharp. Also, you could find me on NFC South Roundtable every Tuesday, 8 p.m., a fast-growing platform. We bring the energy, we bring the juice. There's 3 other content creators from our respected rivals there. But, of course, the only one that matters is this guy here. Let's go. NFC South Roundtable live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. And if you haven't got tired of this mug, then you can also go on to Bleacher Report Monday through Thursday, short form content delivered on a daily basis. And you can also find me every post game reacting and giving down a quick breakdown and analysis on what went good, what went wrong, and the Falcons victory or that L word. But we're not going to go there. But until then,
squeaky voice.
Do the roar. But until then, we will give you your Wednesday evening back. We thank you very much. Falcons Live, Sunday, 1 p.m. Don't miss it. We will see you guys next week, live Wednesday. Peace, everybody.